Title: Ashes and Stardust. 1. The Silence After the Storm. Captain Uranik of the Karthari Confederacy hovered uneasily near the broken remains of Outpost Theta 9. Wreckage floated like corpses in the low gravity of the station's outer ring. A human vessel had been the last to dock before the outpost went dark. Uranik didn't like mysteries. They often meant danger. He tapped into the security archive. Static. Then a flicker. A human voice, faint but fierce. If you are hearing this, they're inside. This is Commander Erin Voss, Union Cinderhawk. I'm sealing off the lower decks. We'll hold the breach. We always hold the line. The transmission ended with a scream, not of pain, but of rage. 2. The things that wait in the void. 30 cycles prior, an anomaly had torn through the edge of explored space. A rift, unstable, glowing, impossible. The Confederacy had poked at it like curious children. Something had poked back. They called them the Vedran. Not quite machines, not quite life. Silent. No demands. No communications. Just entropy incarnate, spreading through outposts and colonies like fire through dry leaves. Theta 9 had been next. 3. Humanity's last stand. By the time Uranik's cruiser docked at the shattered station, the air was poison, the lights flickering. And yet, something moved in the shadows. It was human. Armored, bloodied, breathing hard. A massive weapon slung over one shoulder and a crude welding torch in the other. The helmet visor lifted. Welcome to hell, Erin was rasped. You survived, Uranik said, awed despite himself. She grinned. Barely. They took the lower decks. We flooded them with plasma. I lost good people down there. She pointed down the corridor. I'm the last. Unless you brought cavalry? No. Just salvage teams. Her smile faded. Then they're still coming. 4. Duct tape and fury. They retreated to the command center. Every console bore human fingerprints literally. Scratched screens, manual overrides, and handwritten labels like "Don't press this" and "Temp fix hope." Where the systems had failed, the humans had overridden, rerouted, rewired. You patched this together with, is that chewing gum? Cherry flavored. Held better than the SYNTHC. Uranik couldn't fathom the recklessness. No Karthari engineer would dare such a thing. And yet it worked. They came through the walls, was explained. Not metaphorically. Literally. They phase through matter, crawl out of air ducts. Creepy bastards. No screams. No signals. Just that awful hum. Why didn't you flee? She gave him a hard look. Because this was our outpost. 5. The human problem. The Confederacy had always seen humans as volatile, passionate, and unpredictable. Their alliance had been one of necessity. Humans had spread fast and wide, too quickly to ignore. But they didn't follow protocol. They didn't always obey orders. And when cornered, they didn't surrender. Erin Voss was proof of that. Uranik watched. Her paced the room, sleepless, scarred, defiant. She had seen death and didn't flinch. There's a fusion core in the station, she said. We can overload it. Take the Vedran with us. That's suicide. She shrugged. We die anyway. Might as well make it hurt. 6. Stardust and blood. They made the run together. Uranik wanted to call it brave. It was madness. The corridors crawled with shadow Vedran, flickering in and out of reality. But was charged first, shotgun roaring, flamethrower lighting the dark. She didn't move like a soldier. She moved like a force of nature. Uranic covered her flank, barely keeping up. They reached the core. "They're close," was gasped. "Help me set the charge. You won't make it out." "Don't plan to." He stared. "Why?" "Because I owe them," she said softly. "The ones who didn't make it. I was their co. This is how I repay that debt." 7. Legacy Protocol. Uranic refused to leave her. "I'm not abandoning another species hero," he said. "Then we both die." "So be it." But was tricked him. She shoved him into the last escape pod and locked the hatch. "You tell them," she said through the comm, tears in her voice. "Tell them humans held the line. Even when the stars burned." Then the signal cut. The outpost died in white fire. 8. After the ashes. The Vedran didn't advance further. Something in that explosion, in the human-made chaos, disrupted them. Perhaps even frightened them. The Confederacy rebuilt the frontier, cautious, watchful. But the name Cinderhawk became legend. And among the Karthari, there was a saying now. When the stars grow cold, find a human. They'll light the fire again.